Hello, welcome back. I'm doing another video, Formula 1 2021, thanks to EA Games and Codemasters for letting me have this preview look of the game. I'm essentially going to be in Mercedes, which is my dad's favourite team. He's a big Formula 1 guy. Anyways, I'm playing this on a PC with a Thrustmaster TS XW steering wheel. I'm going to be playing as the Flying Finn of Valtteri Bottas, and we're going around Spa. Oh, that's weird. The wheel's still missing. I mean, if you ask me, that was a good overtake, but I have a wheel missing. So I'm going to do this camera. Check the camera behind. Whoa, whoa, holy crap. Alright. Alright, so this game releases 16th July, 13th for those who get the deluxe edition. It has basically, I would say, 3 versions of the single-player campaign, if you will. There is the standard My Career mode, where you create a driver and you join a pre-existing team. There's My Teams mode, where you create a team, and you choose the colours, the livery, everything to do with the car. That was from Formula 1 2020 last year. And then there's also Breaking Point, where it's it can be probably described as a little similar to that of how NBA 2K do their sort of career modes, where you play as a created character, and you experience sort of the dramas and ongoings of their life. Codemasters have described this mode as very Drive to Survive inspired. So if you've watched the Netflix series Drive to Survive, then apparently it's very similar to that. If you haven't watched it, get around it. It's fantastic. Alright. I'm getting into a bit of a groove. I want to get further away from Lewis. Alright. One of the big things as well with customization, of course, I thought it was pretty cool, at least for me, is that you can put custom stickers on the halo. Now, if you don't know what the halo is, I'll just quickly change the camera. Disregard the missing wheel. But the halo is that giant-looking thong. Essentially, you can put custom stickers on it for your own custom messages and stuff like that as well, which is kind of cool. If you're playing online with friends and stuff like that, you can have existing stickers and further customization to your car. I hope I can put my slogan on that. That would be whoa.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
That was wow. This steering wheel really fights you back. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, Hamilton's 1.7 seconds behind, coming up the hill. Whoa, this thing really fights you back sometimes. Alright. So as you can see, it is a work in progress version of the game, but having a drive around, you can see in the... There we go. You can see in my Melbourne video, which is already up on YouTube. It's just me doing some time trials inside Daniel Ricciardo's McLaren, but you can see how pretty this game is. Being in Spa as well, it's a very high-speed circuit, so you don't really get a lot of time to slow down and see things, but the Formula 1 games have always been pretty... I don't think there's ever been an ugly Formula 1 game. And Codemasters, of course, have outdone themselves every year when it comes to Formula 1. They're constantly tweaking things and improving things. They're basically doing what any sequel or yearly release game should do, is improve from the previous year without removing anything from it, or without sort of tampering with anything that people love. And that's what I think Codemasters have done this time. I'm doing pretty well. I think it's safe to say I'm going to win this. I'm going to put it back on the nose, because that missing tyre is going to frustrate me. Yeah. Oh, right. Now, there is also a new thing as well for Formula 1 2021, which is called Real Season Start, where you can jump into the shoes of a real-life Formula 1 driver, whether that's Lewis Hamilton or Lando Norris or Lance Stroll or whomever your favourite one is. Could be Max Verstappen, might not be. But essentially you can go into the shoes of a real-life Formula 1 driver and actually start the Formula 1 season as it is in real life. So the next coming race, as at the time of this recording, is Azerbaijan. And if you want to, when the game has released, is you can start the game and play as Daniel Ricciardo and actually try and close the distance and gain some points. And that system essentially is it's like, you know, playing a basketball game, and rather than sort of starting the season afresh, you're starting the season as if it, you know, using the exact same score and, you know, leaderboards as the current season going on. So for me, if you're sitting there going, man, I really want Aston Martin to get a podium, you know, you can jump in the seat of Sebastian Vettel, and, you know, potentially get a podium like in game, and then, you know, let's hope it actually happens in the real world, because I'd love Aston Martin to get a podium. I'd also love to see Daniel Ricciardo get a podium and do a shoey. Shoeys are always fantastic. Alright, I think my dad would be pretty happy because he's a Mercedes man and Mercedes is leading. Mind you, he wouldn't be overly happy. He's a hardcore Lewis Hamilton fan, and I'm a Valtteri Bottas guy when it comes to Mercedes. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Now that I'm getting a bit of distance, I can probably provide you with some more updates to this version of the game as well. Look at the wing bobble. So the deluxe version, whoa, there we go.
I am stupid. I am stupid.
So the deluxe version of this game comes with not only 3 days early access, so it comes out the 13th July rather than the 16th of July, but it also comes with drivers for the My Team mode. So the My Team mode is where you create your own team, you decide what your car's going to look like, so on and so forth. You pick your driver number 2 because you are driver number 1. And the deluxe version of Formula 1 2021 comes with legendary drivers that of course don't currently drive now, that you can use into your My Team mode. So of course you can use Michael Schumacher, you can use Alan Prost, you can use Ayrton Senna, you can use Nico Rosberg, Jenson Button, and a variety of more drivers. And the character models on those drivers are absolutely fantastic. I honestly think I'll have, when it comes to that game mode, I've always, you know, had Daniel Ricciardo because I'm Australian. But, you know, this year I don't want to remove Daniel from McLaren because I think, you know, McLaren with Daniel and Lando is a fantastic team. So I might pick Jenson Button because I think Jenson Button's a top bloke. Alright. Now the good thing too with there's a new co-op campaign mode that you can do, so you and another friend of course can both drive for the same team, and I think that's also great because there are some games that of course are absolutely fantastic when it comes to PvE, but you know, some games are better in PvP, like, you know, playing the original Gears of War campaigns with a friend, absolutely fantastic. Playing Formula 1 with a friend, I absolutely love it, but you know, I'm not going to shy away from it. I've got a friend who is starting to get into the sport, but he finds the racing in regards to these games very difficult, and he's slowly getting into it. And I feel having a co-op mode of this, where, you know, you can both be driving for Red Bull or Aston Martin or whatever it might be, or Haas, and you can essentially both be driving for the same team, and I can be driving on.
Final lap of the race.
Thank you.
Our teammate by 2.4 seconds.
Thank you, Jeff. And I can essentially say, I'll be driving, you know, driver 2, I'll have my own steering wheel and driver efficiencies and settings and stuff like that, and he or she can be, you know, driving in basic mode. Whoa. And with that, they can essentially just have it on an easy cruise setting and then slowly start to take the difficulty, the difficulty assists off. I think we're doing pretty well. I think it's also safe to say Formula 1 2021 is going to be a fantastic game. For anyone interested, there is going to be some streaming going on in general with Formula 1 2021. A friend of mine, Iron Kermit on Twitch, his details will be, I'll try and put them in the description below, but if not, I always check out his stuff on Twitter as well, so you can check it out on there. But he's going to be streaming some Formula 1 2021 alongside my co-host for the podcast, Fuzzy. He's going to be playing it. Don't know whether he'll be streaming it, but if he is, there you go, there's another word, check it out. And my brother as well. So we're going to have essentially 4 players playing Formula 1 2021, all playing it, sort of streaming it and having fun together. Basically the way that, you know, these games are made to be played with, you know, a couple of friends and having a bit of laugh and having a drink at the same time.
It's a drink. Is it on now? Okay, I have no idea.
or whatever it might be. And yeah, looking forward to it. That's going to be fun. So keep an eye out. I will also set up my own Twitch stream for anyone interested, or I can do it on YouTube Live or something like that, where yeah, you can, if you want to get on board with watching people race and have somewhat pinpoint accuracy, you can get on board with that. But there we go, across the line, Valtteri Bottas, very happy with that. And you can see at the front, just on the wing here, you can see all the bugs and stuff that it's picked up, or any dirt or anything like that. That looks pretty good. This game, of course, July 16th or 13th if you get the deluxe edition, coming to all platforms. So I can't wait. Thank you again to EA Games, Codemasters, for providing a work-in-progress version of the game for me to preview for you. More to come. That's all I can say.
There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalize on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can